Freddy Farmer is a 80s/90s inspired game with a 16-bit art style. It does have a CRT filter, it also does have 4:3 aspect ratio, which is why I chose it. It also has 16:9. Games like this we don't care about ultra wide, and to be honest even 16:9 has wasted space, which is why I chose the 4:3. So what is this game about? What do you do in this game? You have these like platform levels and you're trying to get the fruit. When you get the fruit, you can brew it in the potion pot, which is how you end the level. So that's the basic gameplay loop. Now what does this game have to offer? It has 5 different worlds, each with 7 levels in the worlds. You have 25 different types of enemies with their own art and with their own abilities, and what they do is all different. The story has 2 different endings, and also there is 5 different 8-bit style bonus levels. There's also unlockables where you can unlock galleries and just extras in general. Also 3 different game modes, each of them is more challenging than the last. This game also does have leaderboards and you can get more points by finishing the level quicker. The more time that you are left with, the more points you will get. Also there's fruit combos which you can get and it will give you more points at the end of the level. Now this plays completely like the older games. Like, I was not born in 80s and 90s, but this is definitely a Game Boy game. There was definitely games like this on the Game Boy. As soon as you start to go up a ladder, for example, there is no going back down or staying on the ladder. You can't do any of that. As soon as you choose to go up it, you're going up it, and if there's an enemy at the top, you're gonna hit it. The gameplay loop is actually really fun. There's a lot of different things, so different enemies have different abilities which will try and kill you. And you kind of have to have an eye on every single level of every single enemy, because if you fall down a level and it just so happens that enemies attacking, you're gonna die. It actually happened to me a few times. These are the fruit combo points and I didn't get any. I actually had no clue what was happening around this time. It's only later on I was like, oh, that makes sense. In these levels, in this world, there's a mushroom and you can see it in the middle of the screen. It bounces you up when you go on it. It's kind of uncontrollable, but you can try your best, and apparently I just walked into that person. Anyway, the mushrooms add more fun. You can't actually go above like a floor or a roof, so you will bounce your head a little bit. As you've noticed, the bottom of the screen is kind of cut off. I really don't know why, because this was recorded in 4:3. Also the editor project settings are 4:3. But it doesn't align up to 4:3. I don't know if that's a game issue or a me issue. Either way, on the actual screen it looks perfect, so don't worry about that. It's just for the recording, I guess. Now this is one of the bonus levels and I have zero clue what's even inspired by this. I've never seen anything like this in my life, so I have zero clue what's actually happening. Literally zero. None of this makes sense. None of it's explained. All I know is that I've got a countdown in the top right that's ticking down, and what I thought was going to happen is these bugs will eat the grass. Once they've eaten the grass, they will just go over, which would attack me. That doesn't happen. I think I needed to stop them eating the grass. Again, I don't know what happens. The game has released on the 4th of March. If you like these older games or any Game Boy game basically, this is like really big Game Boy vibes, but if you like anything like that, you're really gonna like this. It brings back the old style of gaming which we don't see anymore. There's really not much wrong with this game. It has also the frustrations that the older games had. For an example, when you die it's a very slow animation and you gotta wait a bunch of seconds and whatnot. The older games have this too, so that's just an example. If you think this game is for you, definitely give it a try or look into. The link to the Steam page is in the description. It's really cool, it's really fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video, just a little shorter one, and thanks for your time and goodbye.